CFM Radio is live. We are
Oh, yeah. There we are. Welcome to the party. Hey, it's me, your boy, Drix. What's up, my demons?
What's up, Drix? Hey, sorry about that. Like I said, hey, a little bit of the old soundboard malfunction.
Yeah, routing. As soon as I hear the CFM sound effects, I'm like, if you're here and I'm here, then that means, uh-oh.
Then where am I? Ah!
How can this be? But, yep. Guess what? It's time for video game music and news.
Absolutely. Video game music and news. And Drix, what a wild week. I don't know if you are keeping up with the mainstream news. I'm going to give a couple of bullet points to a couple of stories that we're not going to quite get to. But the marathon art theft scandal, crazy.
Ooh, some dirt. Might have left the wrong building.
They released their alpha build of Marathon. Turns out an artist on Twitter was like, hey, that's my stuff. And they reposted it from like their DeviantArt or something. And and it was the same stuff as in Marathon. And then Bungie had a stream afterwards and it just went terrible. It was if you can imagine, right? Like
yes. Just in even deeper doo-doo than they've found themselves in. Yep. Good old plagiarism. Don't do it,
Don't
kids.
do it. Don't do it. It's pretty...
We have AI for that now.
Yeah, seriously, yeah. And, speaking of unpopular things, we have Randy Pitchford, Borderlands. Mr. Borderlands, I should say, because he does like pretty much everything.
I caught wind of that comment.
Yeah. So, $80. First of all, I gotta say, he is right. It's not his call. I will give him that grace. But,
okay,
Drix, what the fuck? If you're a real fan, you'll pay the $80.
Yeah,
Come
I can't
on, dude.
name or think of one real Borderlands fan.
I mean, listen.
So good luck with that.
I love me some Borderlands, and you know what? Randy is right, just like Doug Bowser's right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, he is.
Randy's right, just like Doug Bowser's right, just like Mario Kart, right? You'll get there and you'll pay for it. But kind of, just Randy Pitchford being Randy Pitchford.
Yeah. Have some class and decorum. But I mean, this isn't anything new. Like, we've been paying $80 for games for a long time.
For a long time.
I'm sure those old Toys R Us magazine ads aren't in Canadian dollars or some other currency,
Yeah, well, that's the thing, right? Like, I will give it to people. The price range back in those days was pretty wide, Drix. You did pay anywhere from $50 to like $80 for the game.
Yeah, it's just we didn't have as much internet access to complain about it on,
or even compare. Seriously,
yeah,
it's one of those things. It's one of those things where you go into a store and you look at, let's just say Yoshi's Island. It's like $50, and then right next to it is Earthbound, and it's $80.
Yep. Now it'll be about $200.
Yeah, it would be like $200. But Drix, again, we've said it before on the show. $80, $70, it really doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, the real price is the price of the collector's edition. That's like $100, right?
Yeah, that's the actual cost of the game.
The actual cost of the game, because unless admittedly you're something like Capcom or NetherRealm, and you guys throw out your expansion pack and then like slash the price and put it on sale 6 months later, right? You know, you could live those budget lives, but not every game is like that.
Yeah, no, you're lucky to get it on sale 6 months after if it happens.
I'm still waiting
or
for
even
a
at a good
Wukong
deal.
price cut.
Oh yeah, dang, throwback to a year ago.
But that's the deal, right, Drix? It's like a lot of these games, they go on deep discount. I haven't seen a real Wukong price cut, and I think the only Stellar Blade price cut was like Black Friday.
Yeah, once a year.
Yeah. So, you know, there's definitely those premium games that really try to keep their worth, and you know, like, I won't even touch Nintendo, right?
No, no, there's enough chatter among that arena.
Yeah, you know, you'll never get a Nintendo game for less than $60 almost, unless it's Mario Day.
Yep.
But
I know it, you know it, we know it.
Everyone knows. But you know what
That's
else?
why you bought a Switch, is for first-party Nintendo games.
Yeah, exactly. So you could play those first-party Nintendo games. Like, and you know what, Drix? Yep. They're damn good. Like,
yeah.
Most of the time. I won't say every single one is good, but
most excellent.
On the whole, they're normally pretty nice. But one of the games that I was actually wondering was good or not was the one that I'm going to throw up right now. It is The Visions of Mana. And Drix, this is one that you played.
Yeah, actually, speaking of, you know, things that came out about a year ago and you may or may not have gotten on sale, this is something straight out of my RPG backlog that I am working on. Was kind of a Game of the Year candidate from last year, but okay, my first impressions is I should have paid more attention looking at the cover art on this one, because I'm just such a retro guy that I wanted to experience, you know, the Mana series in some way, since I've enjoyed several of them throughout their existence. And yeah, I wanted to see what they did with the IP. And overall, there's a really great game here. The visuals are great. They're like very current gen, looks amazing in 60 FPS, in 4K. Everything's bright and shiny, but it's a bit of an anime kind of game, has that anime trait, and especially the voice acting kind of sounds like you're watching an English dub of a Saturday morning cartoon, you know, a la, like, I don't know, One Piece or Naruto. And yeah, and the story, it fits surprisingly well with the series so far. I feel like I'm talking to like some of the same people as the other games were kind of based on and around, and I'm even collecting like some of the same items. Like there's it all revolves around, you know, the mana tree and how to protect it and life and nature as a whole. So of course there's a pilgrimage involved, you know, and the whole plot revolves around there being like a sacrifice at the end of the pilgrimage, you know, that you have to make, just sort of keep things balanced and all sort of in tune and at equilibrium with nature and, you know, the powers and the like magic. Ooh, but to me, it's kind of immature, I would call it. You know, I'm a 35-year-old male.
A little juvenile.
I should probably be stuffed into a locker for even playing this. That you know, by somebody who also likes anime, of course. But
yeah,
but what makes this game really, really actually good is the combat and the exploration. Because it's like a train track, sort of like the story is, but there's a lot to run off and go do, and just running around in the world collecting treasure and like elemental power